There's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Start this drive out on the ground.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Mahomes going to throw.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 42 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for them for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. That catch is number 819 of his career and ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Mahomes firing complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
From the 27, Purdy. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
14-0 to score. This is the NFL. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
That's complete to Robinson.
On the move past the 40. Still on his feet.
Touchdown! A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end, Gray. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Butker's kick here is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this deep.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now Purdy. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy now to throw. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go play action here, Purdy.
He hits Adams, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 31 yards.
And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, 26 yards.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes.
He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there just before halftime. 67 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Mahomes to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking the ball.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Purdy off the play fake.
And it's complete to Adams. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The final shot before break. Purdy. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the 2nd half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
On 1st down, Purdy. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Purdy.
Caught on the right side by Adams.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they get their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Purdy's throw taken in by Adams.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Purdy looking to throw.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now here's Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on this
touchdown Raiders.
Jody Fortson.
That was so funny.
into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Max Crosby, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas.
43 yards.
Here's Purdy.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mahomes now on first down.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Max
Bigsby able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Chiefs on third down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be third and forever. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.